quickly that system is moving.
Sadly, we've learned that the storms that hit Autauga County have killed at least 6 people. Autauga County includes Prattville. This is some of the damage that the storms did there, taking down trees and ripping through homes and buildings. We're still waiting tonight to learn the names of those who were killed in the storms.
Well, the Selma area also hit hard, suffering a direct hit from what's believed to be a significant tornado. This
is new drone video that our WBRC crew shot of what's being called catastrophic damage. Our Josh Gant in Selma tonight, handling part of our team coverage there. Josh?
Yeah, Steve, Catherine, extensive damage here in Selma. This area really feeling the brunt of Mother Nature. We're along Franklin Street, and this is just one of the many homes in this area with damage. You can see some roof damage there. And here in the middle of the street, right above me, this metal from someone's house wrapped around this power pole. And then we're going to pan down a little bit, and that's the power pole right there, just snapped in half and thrown right there in the middle of the street. There are also a lot of power poles down Franklin, and here across the street, I mean, look at this. The winds just peeling off the roof of this home here. City officials telling us earlier that there are no injuries. We don't know the extent of those injuries just yet. Now, we want to show you some video that we shot earlier from our drone showing, as we mentioned, extensive damage to homes near downtown. We're at the corner of Franklin Street, Griffin Avenue, roofs blown off, power lines down, metal, as we mentioned, wrapped around power poles like corkscrews. We met Army veteran Aaron Roper earlier. Immediately after this storm, his Army training kicked in. He and a few others went door to door, making sure his neighbors are okay. Here's more from Roper describing what they went through just a few hours ago.
Then we went through the neighborhood, went through about 6 blocks to make sure that we got all the elderly, make sure nobody was trapped, and anybody that was trapped, we made sure that we got them out. And we was able to get Miss Taylor out. Miss Taylor's in a wheelchair, and so we were able to carry Miss Taylor out and get her over to safety while it was still raining.
Thankfully, everybody within this area of Selma, they are doing okay. There's also extensive damage, we're told, closer to downtown. Officials are asking everyone to stay off the street so that they can clean things up over the next several days. The power is also out in this area as well, and there's also a curfew in place. A long road ahead for folks here in Selma. I'm Josh Gant, WBRC, Fox 6 News on our side.
Thanks, Josh. Well, sadly, Hale County, which has been no stranger to severe weather recently, saw more storms and damage today. This video is from the Greensboro area. Our Liviana Calmes was in Greensboro tonight with the latest.
We're seeing kitchen items, cars, clothing, shoes, even dryers here in what likely a tornado left in Pear Road in Greensboro, Alabama. Now, I caught up with one of the mobile home owners here on this street who says she's just glad she's alive.
Grateful, thankful that God saved my life. You know, I mean, it takes a lot of years to build stuff, memories and different stuff, but that stuff can be replaced. But I'm just grateful God that spared our life.
The Hale County coroner says there's no fatalities or injuries in this area as far as he knows. Now, just looking around here, you can see some items here. There's tons of, personal items like clothing and bags here, kitchen items, food, appliances, and just general debris as well. So there's still just a lot to be dealt with. In Greensboro, Alabama, I'm Oliviana Calmes.
With the storm threat over, the question is, will tomorrow's weather cooperate with the cleanup and recovery?
Our Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt, who was tracking those storms really all day, Wes, tells us about a big temperature drop on the way.
Yeah, that's right. We're going from that warm weather today to a major drop in temperatures. You can see where Josh was there in Selma. You could hear the 10 and the winds are still whipping out there tonight. We have gusts over 20 miles per hour because that cold air, well, it's blasting in here. It's going to stay blustery through the overnight hours. We're down to 48 Jasper, 50 in Tuscaloosa. These are showers here. We still have a couple of isolated showers that will continue to wrap in from the northwest over the next 12 hours. You can see as we put things into motion, the clouds are thickening up again. And tomorrow we're going to have to watch this because a few of these showers that will drop in, the air and the atmosphere becomes cold enough to where we could see some snow mix in or even a few snow showers in areas, especially north and east. Now, as far as accumulations go, not expecting accumulation because the temperature at the surface is going to stay well above freezing, but it's just going to be a cold day. You factor in highs For some of us, only upper 30s tomorrow, and then that northwest wind. Wind chill is going to be a big factor throughout the day. Certainly a very cold, wintry feeling Friday on the way. The weekend, though, we will start to see some improvements and some sunshine coming back, but expect a very dreary, overcast, and cold setup, unfortunately, for our Friday tomorrow. I'll be back with a full 7-day forecast.
Got a cold day for people cleaning up all that storm damage tomorrow. We continue to track some of those damage reports across our area tonight. Our Tristan Rupert has the latest.
It really does feel like deja vu for many of the residents in Utah, and that's because just within the last 6 weeks, they were struck by a different series of storms. This is a community that's becoming all too familiar with the power that Mother Nature presents and possesses. There's actually blue tarps on many of the homes in the area, and it serves as a reminder that this is a community that's still dealing or trying to build back, to rebuild. But they do feel thankful and even blessed because material things, property can be replaced, but human lives cannot.
We were real fortunate. I said, you could always repair the wood and the mortar, and it takes time. But yeah, we're glad that there wasn't any loss of life, and I'm glad that no one in the area was hurt. That's the most important thing.
Another bright spot that many are choosing to focus on is the fact that it feels like this has only brought the community closer. Many neighbors were out and about trying to provide help, bringing their chainsaws and heavy machinery to try and clear some of the debris and wreckage caused by that powerful series of storms. Reporting in Utah, Tristan Rupert.
In Alexander City, the mayor tells us a state trooper was trapped in his vehicle when a tree fell on it. This is a picture of that tree on the trooper's vehicle. The trooper was taken to a hospital. Aaliyah says the trooper is recovering, but we don't have a word on exactly how serious those injuries are. Winston County was not spared from today's storms. Widespread damage reported in the Haleyville area.
And that's where we find our Jillian Brooks after talking with people dealing with the damage from those storms.
This is currently the view off of County Route 55 in Ashridge. 2 super coop chicken houses torn to shreds. Luckily, no chickens here at the time of the storm, but this is only the beginning of the cleanup for Winston County. Downed power lines and fallen trees closed off several roads earlier today, including County Route 28. Crews spent majority of the afternoon clearing debris to open that road back up. Over in Haleyville, the Hill family banded together after one of their houses was in direct line of the storm. Several large trees falling, blocking the driveway. Justin Hill and his fiancee Madison Bagwell grabbed their chainsaws and started moving debris. They say it's just what their family does when disaster strikes.
Pretty much what we're doing is trying to clear out the driveway so where my Uncle James could drive down it, and hopefully that his power gets back on.
Trees are down, power lines are down everywhere. The roads are down, closed and everything.
Now, I've spoken with several fire departments and the sheriff's office, and everybody said the same thing. There are no serious injuries to report at this time. Reporting in Winston County, Jillian Brooks, WBRC Fox 6 News, on your side.
And a homeowner in Forestdale in Jefferson County telling us she is blessed tonight. She says she was sitting in that car right there when just minutes before a tree had crushed her carport next to her home. She's thankful that she is okay tonight, but just another reminder of just how quickly these storms can hit. We're going to hear from her about these terrifying moments coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. We'll have continuing coverage of the widespread impact of these storms, including how first responders in our area are now stepping up to help neighbors from the south.
And new progress tonight in the fight against inflation.